The Tribal Princess program was started in the 70s. It was a way in those days of letting folks know we were here.
My mom competed in the princess contest. My aunts competed whenever I was coming up. I knew it was something that I wanted to do too, because I could remember going through the family albums and seeing pictures of them at the powwow with their beautiful crowns on.
I think it inspires a lot of young girls. It gives them courage.
You see an evolution of young ladies in the community go from being a seed and develop into a beautiful flower at the end of the process.
Whenever I was young, the first division we could compete in at that time was the elementary division. I think I was probably around 9 or 10 years old at the time. So I didn't place, but it was a valuable lesson for me. I was able to learn about the history of my tribe. From there, I went and competed in the junior division whenever I was old enough, and I won that division. And then the senior division, I won that one. And then I went on to be the first Miss Indian Alabama and then Miss Indian World.
When I ran for princess, we didn't get to do a whole lot of the traditional arts. We learned how to bead and we learned how to fringe. Now they have a lot more opportunities to learn a lot more of the traditional arts.
The program really teaches like a lot of fundamental things that sometimes I think we take for granted when you grow up in this community and you see like baskets or, you know, dresses and those sorts of things, but then you learn the history behind those things too. They also learn how to do some powwow dancing. They'll go to other Native American powwows. They'll help promote our powwow.
When we ran, we kind of stayed around this area and just represented here. The Tribal Princess is now to get to go all over the country and even international a little bit to represent the tribe.
We needed to make the Princess Contest more culturally relevant to us as tribal people, and we started that. And it has evolved into something more culturally relevant in the last couple of years, including the ambassador program.
To be a cultural ambassador is something different than just wearing a crown. They go around and they promote our events and they promote our culture, and they are certainly just like goodwill ambassadors for the tribe.
My hope going forward is to get more people involved within the culture, and I want to keep our culture going, our traditions going, because without that, it'll die out if we don't keep it going through our older generation, passing it on to our younger kids.
Cultural education is so critical for our citizens and our non-native citizens of all ages.
A lot of times things weren't wrote down in the past, so stories is how traditions were carried on. If the older ones didn't carry the traditions on and the stories on to the newer ones, our younger kids would not learn them, and keeping traditions going and keeping our culture going.
If you don't know where we've been, you don't know where we are right now. We're walking on ground that our ancestors walked on for years and years and years and had no idea that we would be where we are.
We are still here, and we haven't faded away, into the pages of a history book, but we're very much a part of society today. I hope that the Princess Contest continues on for generations and generations. I think it's a really great experience for those who are able to partake in it. The program has been really wonderful and actually quite life-changing for me.